nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around the stories.
Good morning. Wow, how is everybody? So I'm all excited this morning because I'm doing the training tomorrow. So we have, we're selling tickets, just donations. It's a $10 donation. But people are more than welcome. We let them know to show up, free. But so we've got 35 people showing who've already paid for the tickets. And who knows how many. So this is going to be like a blowout tomorrow. So I'm sitting there talking to Mina about this game that I'm going to try. So, and then she's like, don't you have to do your readings this morning? I look down at my phone and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I apologize for being a minute late, but I'm very excited about tomorrow. Good morning. How you doing, Holly and Vicky and Maureen? So I am very excited about tomorrow. It's a tea and tarot, and I am just bouncing off the wall. It is at Soul Aura. I'm trying to think of who you are. Well, if you go to MyTarot.org, I've got a link right there that'll take you there. But again, it's by donation. I just want people to show up. If they'd like to meet people, to socialize, it's a tea and tarot. So, still, the last minute plan. Aren't I all excited by this? I am. But I'm going to do about 45 minutes to an hour on just the majors. Then a 30-minute break for people to get tea and socialize. And I'm going to start doing some particular fun activities. People, it's a choice, but we haven't even set an end time for it. So it's however long people want to hang out. But I'm excited. So, but why do we do the morning meditation like this? Because when we get excited, we forget to bring the shoulders down. I will be using so you'll be the first, and I'll be using the Rider-Waite-Smith, but I also am doing it with the PowerPoint. So we have the Tarot de Marseille, which is the first one, and the Rider-Waite-Smith next to it, so we can explain the origins of how the cards got their meaning. Oh, thank you, Holly. So, again, a reminder that it's good morning, taking a breath, feet flat on the floor, butt comfortable in our seat wherever we are, and shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. And that light switch and shifting gears, it says, now let's check in with the universe and see how we're doing. Put that manic morning aside for a minute for me. And just taking a quiet moment for the rest of us. Because this really does work. So, the question is, now that we've taken a breath, is what does the universe have for us today? As the universe holds up a mirror, asks us, what do we see? And we use the tarot to look at the reflection. Some people can use a candle. Some people close their eyes and go to the inside. But let's see what the universe has for us today as I make our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this conversation will lead us one way. This conversation is going to go in a different way, and this one will go in a totally different place. So I'm going to take the bottom stack this morning, which I like to think of as things that are underneath that might be influencing us and we don't even see it. So I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I tell you, especially when things get stressful, when things get manic, when things get crazy, I'm grateful for having something like this. People teach me about meditation. People who took time to share what they had, because it's like it really is just like a light switch. And as manic as I've been this morning because I'm so excited, it's nice to be able to take a breath. So I'm going to flip over the first card like it is a page of a book. And this morning, so yesterday we had the top three were all majors. And again, today we're starting with another major. And majors are what? Majors are the destiny cards. The minors are a day-to-day card. The minors are just, this is a Friday. But destiny cards we want to pay attention to. And this is the last card of the majors. This is a card of completion. This is where we look and say, okay, it doesn't feel like it sometimes. But sometimes we're at the end of a chapter. And until we get to the end of the book, we might not realize the different chapters and how they affect us. But when we see the world, it is about change, new seasons, a new year, things like that that we need to reflect on and to be willing to move on from. And this is a great spread so far for the new year because, again, another major. You know, there's a lot of events going on in the world right now. And there's a lot of fears. There's a lot of trepidations. But with the Hermit isn't about emotions and feelings, but the Hermit examines those. The Hermit is a philosopher. The Hermit is when we go to the mountain. You know, this tarot room is my mountain. When I need to come in on a manic Monday and I need to breathe, this is my tarot room and I become the Hermit. I am examining the world. I'm examining the universe through the tarot. Some other people may have just their pillows, and I talk about that light switch because he's got a light right here. And we're reflecting on where we came from. And then we have our Seven of Wands. So this is about acknowledging where we came from, seeing the world through intellect, seeing the world by illuminating it with the light, and looking at it from the mountain, which means not just holding a brick up and saying, it's impossible, I can't see around it. The more we climb up to a mountain, the further that brick gets away, until we're looking around the world. We're looking around and we're seeing what's going on. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Sevens are about potential, drive, ambition, wanting to get things done. Wands are fire and energy. Wands are action and activity. Combine the Seven of Wands together, and I call this the herding cats card. Because when you have the Seven of Wands, Pamela Coleman Smith with the Rider-Waite Smith did a wonderful example where she has the gentleman or the person, male or female, person on the rock, and they are holding their staff, and they've got 6 staffs in front of them that they're trying to organize and get ready, but it's a struggle. It's like such a struggle for them at that point. They even have on 2 different shoes. But the thing is that they are at the top. They are getting things lined up. They're putting the effort in. And that's what this is. This is about assessing and putting the effort in. Assessing and putting the effort in. So I'm going to flip over the advice card, which is the 3 of coins. And 3s are always about growth. 3s, as in the old day, it's like, somebody once said, 1 + 1 = 3. You know, because when two people get together, they can create something new. And that's what this card is about. People coming together and creating something new, or making a decision that I'm going to take something and I'm going to make it new. I'm going to make something out of this. So for today, it's about assessing where we truly are and then creating something new, because that's the advice card. It's going to be an effort, you know, and we know that because this is like herding cats. But if we realize it's going to be an effort and it's going to be like herding cats, then we can prepare and take a breath. And unlike the Pamela Coleman Smith card, if we take a breath, we're going to remember to put on 2 shoes that match. Instead of being so stressed out or hyper, like I was, a little bit wonderfully manic, where I would maybe try and get out the door so quick that I put on 2 different shoes. So, for today, it's assessing where we came from and where we're going, because, I mean, you know, those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it. But when we shine a light on what's really happening, then we can put put on 2 shoes that match, and we can make something grow. We can do something regardless of the direction where things are going or anything like that. What is the positive that we can bring into it? And that's the question. So with that, now I'm going to go back to being manic because I'm all excited. I came up with a new idea for kind of like a game tomorrow. So yeah, the first 45 minutes to an hour is going to be about the majors and how to read them using history and the such. And then after that, I've 30 minutes. People can get their tea. People can socialize. And then an option of doing this little game, you know. And then more socializing after that, and reading tarot, practicing the tarot. I am so excited by this. You have no clue. So with that, thank you all so much, and I hope you have that amazing weekend. And I will be back here on Monday. Grateful for everything you guys have given me. Thanks a lot. Oh, and Holly, she's saying, I really like this open style. So Joe Dworsky, the director, but and several other books, especially dealing with the Marseille, they talk about the open reading. It's like, instead of, you know, I mean, yes, you can impose. I mean, I do the Celtic cross. There are some spreads where it's like you're imposing positions, but this one here, I let the universe decide what the cards are going to be, because sometimes, like we had balance, we had temperance in the middle here before this sometime during this week, and there was 2 cards here, and it was almost more like a scale. So I really do, for my morning meditation, it's just an open mirror, and I let the universe decide what that reflection is going to be. But with that, take care, everybody. Thank you again, and I will see you on Monday.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around, the stories we have found in stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in